Welcome back. Eric Freeman here again today. Today I'm going to talk about a really neat way that you can build wealth without paying tax, or at least very little tax. So I'm going to go over an example in terms of real estate on how this works. But essentially, let's say that you've just identified a property, and I'm just going to make it an even number. Let's just call it $1,000,000. Let's say you can find a way to pay for this property for $1,000,000. This is your purchase price. And let's say this property as it sits, you've identified based on the market, the rents are low. Maybe there's some costs you can cut, but bottom line is you can increase the income. So let's just say you do 75% loan to value. You got to come up with $250,000. Balance is your loan, $750K, and you're going to move forward. Immediately after this, as leases are expiring, you start increasing the rents to the market. And all of a sudden, after a year of doing these increases, you've now changed the value of the property. And let's say it's worth now $1.5 million. So at this point, you started with $250,000 of equity, which was money you put in. The other was bank financing. Now it's worth 1.5 because of what you've done to the property. They have 750,000 in equity, 250 being your investment, 500 being gain. So now you go back to the bank and you get that same 75% loan to value. Well, that would be a new loan of $1,125,000. So if you do that in your original loan, which is for simplicity, we're going to say you didn't pay down any principal, although you probably paid down some depending on the terms. So you take your difference, your new loan of $1,125,000, and you can take out cash, and that brings you to $375,000 of cash that you can now pull out of this investment. So not only does that pay back your original investment of $250,000, but you have another $125,000 on top of that represents your profit or equity in here. And so now you're moving forward. And the most important part here, other than cash in your pocket, but is the refinance is tax free. So you're not paying any tax, even though you've just increased the value of the property by $500,000. You've taken out $375,000, but you're paying no tax. Today you move forward. Your equity in this building after this, obviously, is the difference between the $1,500,000 and your new loan of $1,125,000. That's the equity sitting in here, again, not taxed. And then you have $375,000, and now you can just rinse and repeat and do this over. If you do this effectively, along with depreciation deductions that are offsetting your cash flow, all of a sudden, and you make good investments, you're going to grow your wealth tax-free over time